Welcome to One India News Hour. Data scientists and data engineers witnessing demand and growth. Organizations, big and small, are making significant investments in data science. New data hires are told to model anything and everything so that the organization might find a competitive edge. The problem is that few companies are investing enough in infrastructure or hiring the number of data engineers required to support modeling efforts. The purpose of data scientists is to extract, pre-process and analyze data. Through this, companies can make better decisions. Various companies have their own requirements and use data accordingly. The goal of data scientists is to make businesses grow better. Data science, or the stream which deals with the exploration, analysis, modeling and generation of meaningful information from data, is the buzzword across industries. Organizations are increasingly recognizing that they are sitting on treasure troves of data. The immediacy to analyze this data and generate ROI is evident. The principal purpose of data science is to find patterns within data. It uses various statistical techniques to analyze and draw insights from the data. From data extraction, wrangling and pre-processing, a data scientist must scrutinize the data thoroughly. Then he has the responsibility of making predictions from the data. The goal of a data scientist is to drive conclusions from the data. Through these conclusions, he is able to assist companies in making smarter business decisions. The volume of data has really exploded and the scale has increased, but most of the techniques and approaches are not new. Let's look into today's headlines in One India. Sanjay Dhotre inaugurates India Telecom 2021. EPC, Telecom Equipment Export Promotion Council, has organized India Telecom 2021. The event is being attended by potential buyers from countries across the globe. More than 1,000 delegates, out of which more than 200 foreign delegates from more than 45 countries are attending the India Telecom 2021. More than 40 Indian telecom companies are showcasing their state-of-the-art products and capabilities at the exhibition, which is organized by EEPC as a part of this event. Government is planning to clear few FDI investments from Beijing. The centre is not in favour to adopt an open-door policy for Chinese investments anytime soon. However, the government is reportedly considering opening the door to foreign direct investment, that is FDI, clearing Chinese FDI proposals after a 9-month freeze. A report states that the government was planning to start the process to approve FDI proposals from Beijing on a case-by-case basis, lifting restrictions that were put in place to prevent opportunistic takeovers or acquisitions of Indian companies because of the pandemic. Facebook back to Australia, signs content deals with the publishers. Facebook has ended a one-week blackout of Australian news on its popular social media site and announced preliminary commercial agreements with 3 small local publishers, and they are with Sports Media, Solicitous Media and Private Media. The moves reflected easing tensions between the US company and the Australian government a day after the country's parliament passed a law forcing the Alphabet Inc.'s Google to pay local media companies for using content on their platforms. Canada and other countries have shown interest in replicating Australia's reforms. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison said that big tech must be accountable to sovereign governments. Intel to pay $2.18 billion to VLSI Technology in the patent damage suit. Intel has been ordered to pay $2.18 billion in damages to the company for a patent infringement after losing a lawsuit for patent infringement related to chip-making technology filed by VLSI Technology. It is one of the largest patent damages award in US. Intel violated 2 patents related to chip making which were owned by VLSI Technology, the jury ruled. It ordered Intel to pay $1.5 billion for infringing 1 patent and $675 million for the other. Delhivery acquires California-based Prima Seller. Gurugram headquartered logistic unicorn Delhivery has acquired California-based Prima Seller, a SaaS platform that allows businesses to manage inventory and orders both online and offline. Delhivery was founded by Mohit Tandon, Sahil Barua, Bhavesh Manglani, Kapil Bharti and Suraj Saharan in 2011. The acquisition of PrimaSeller will help it build its long-term vision of becoming an operating system for commerce in India. Microsoft accuses China for hacking its Exchange mail server. Microsoft said that its Exchange email product has been compromised by Chinese hackers by a state-sponsored threat actor named Hafinium. Tom Burt, Microsoft's corporate vice president of customer security and trust, wrote in a blog post that the company had identified a state-sponsored threat actor it referred to as Hafinium. According to Burt, the hacking group took advantage of several security vulnerabilities within the email client to steal data and plant malware, and more alarmingly, to compromise servers running Exchange. PayPal to hire 1,000 engineers for India Development Center in 2021. American payment major PayPal said it will hire 1,000 engineers this year for its India Development Centers present across Bengaluru, Chennai and Hyderabad. The resources will be across software, product development, data science, risk analysis and business analytics streams at entry, mid-level and senior role. The India Technology Centers currently employs over 4,500 people across the 3 centers. PayPal India has also announced its plans for campus hires from top engineering colleges across India. Volocopter raises $241 million, operations to begin in 2 years. A startup from Germany into making air taxi, Volocopter has raised about $241 million in Series D funding. CEO Florian Reuter said services for its 2 vehicle models, Volvo Drone and Volvo City, will begin in about 2 years. Paris and Singapore are the pole position, that is, as the first cities where Paris wants to have electric air taxis established for the 2024 Olympics, he said. Yes Bank gets approval to raise Rs 10,000 crores. Yes Bank announced that its shareholders have approved a proposal for raising 10,000 crores capital. Yes Bank intends to raise the funds through various modes, including a qualified institutional placement, that is QIP, and foreign currency convertible bonds, that is FCCBs. The bank has taken approval of the board on January 22nd for raising the capital. Yes Bank has gone through a reconstruction scheme in March 2020 overseen by the RBI and government. Zomato to raise up to $1 billion in IPO, investors unlikely to exit. Zomato is likely to raise between $750 million to $1 billion through its initial public offering, that is IPO, without investors' exits or share sales. It is the first tech startup into food delivery to go public in 2021. CEO Dipendra Goyal's meeting with Zomato employees said that the IPO will be 100% primary issue and its existing investors will be unlikely to exit or partly sell their stake to public market investors. There are speculations that people think that Zomato will be a $50 billion company in 5 years. To conclude, data is the new electricity. We are living in the age of the 4th industrial revolution. This is the era of artificial intelligence and big data. There is a massive data explosion that has resulted in the culmination of new technologies and smarter products. Around 2.5 exabytes of data is created each day. The need for data has risen tremendously in the last decade. Many companies have centered their businesses on data. Data has created new sectors in the IT industry. Today, most of the data-driven organizations are opening up their doors to big data and unlocking its power, increasing the value of a data scientist who knows how to tease actionable insights out of gigabytes of data. Data engineers and data scientists work very closely. Data engineers build and maintain the systems that allow data scientists to access and interpret data. The role generally involves creating data models, building data pipelines, and overseeing ETL, that is extract, transform, load. Data scientists build and train predictive models using data after it has been cleaned. They then communicate their analysis to managers and executives. That's it for the day. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.